Okay, we'll
Beverage courtesy of you.
this could be good fun.
No, it's not my dog. You can't be saying that about my dogs.
Hill or cliff or rocks and things, sort of mixture of vegetation, trees and rock and scrub and whatever else is there, and trying to make it sort of semi.
Purple, of course.
Yeah. Well.
Without it being sort of too in your face.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes. Exactly.
yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. So, how do we do that?
Oh, I've got one of those to do as well, so.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll make a start then. We'll pick up some. This is where we don't actually have a sky or anything down there. We're just going for this. We've got some. This is cobalt blue and cadmium red. And what we're doing now is we're thinking, right, there's going to be some crags there. There was some up there, so we can start with those and then bring in some yellow ochre down here.
Yeah, because you use a lot.
I do.
Yes.
Yes. I know it's opaque,
Yeah.
but it's a nice colour. It's got a nice yellow. It's also a bit of a bully, which pushes the other colours out of the way. Slightly darker. Yeah.
Blue the sky.
No, there's no sky.
Oh, right.
No sky at all.
Right.
Is that it?
That's it then.
Thanks, David.
Right.
I like the look of that.
So there you go then.
Next.
Are you getting tired now, David? He's lost the will to live, actually.
Oh, it's getting that dodgy, is it?
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a cliff there.
Right. There was a bit of snow.
Yeah, you could have some snow. Yeah, but
That's cliffs, that must be sky above it.
no, it's
Halfway up.
doesn't have to be.
Rocky top.
Could be. What I'm trying to do is to sort of suggest a background hill, but there could be a suggestion of sky there perhaps, but it's what you interpret it in a way, let's get rid of that. So you can drop things into it whilst it's still wet, so you get this wet into wet effect, as though there's some bushes over there. But then I'll dry it all. So what I've tried to achieve so far is to have varied colours, some difference in tone, degree of tone, some darks in here, and leave some of the paper untouched for the highlight of it. You don't have to have the untouched paper, but sometimes it can be rather nice. So then we take the rigger and we can draw in some cliff detail then.
you now, again.
It's not me.
No.
Nice try. I've got your phone.
That is definitely not
Excuse me?
So you can vary the pressure on it, of course, as you want to. There we've got that. Bearing in mind the overall sort of structure of the crags, and some of this is well, most of it is actually dry brush. So we're now creating an area of interest with the crag.
I think it was mine.
It's not mine.
Not mine.
You knew all along.
You crafty legs.
Knew it all along.
So with this, it's mainly ultramarine with some cadmium ray. So creating just a little bit of shadow area on the cliff area.
This is what you're trying to explain. It's turbulent. I didn't get the hang of it at all.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it now.
And I didn't leave enough light.
But we don't want it to stand out too strongly, so we might have to reduce it a little bit later on. And again, pick up some red and grind on the and that can work quite well. But then you see, when you put that on, don't feel that you have to keep it where it is. You might think, oh, I don't want this. Just get rid of it quickly like that, and there it's actually gone. So it's building it up slowly. So the initial image is now starting to appear as a sort of scenery. Okay. So we'll just have a little bit of ultramarine, dark. And then softening it off. Tree trunks, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And then what you can do is, what I often do is just drop in some other colours. This is of course yellow ochre, but we can put in some muck and cadmium orange perhaps.
You should market this stuff.
I know, it's
That technical term.
Using muck and cadmium orange.
Cadmium orange is another lovely droppable colour. It's absolutely delicious. Dropping it into cliff areas or vegetation or what have you. It's such a lively colour, and it will create all sorts of interesting highlights in your wash.
Is it a transparent?
No,
Is it
it's a
opaque?
cadmium. It's slightly opaque, so yeah.
You realise any minute now I'm going to be flicking all sorts of colours onto that.
So then we'll pick up a bit more of cadmium orange and French ultramarine, and we'll just use the brush on its side like that. This works especially well on rough paper, of course. So there's sort of a hint of vegetation, which could be just a tree or bush or whatever. using the brush that way, scrubbing it across like that, creates this, and then dabbing like that, creates a very spattered edge to it. And you can reinforce it with some darker tones if you want to. And then it's starting to come together now. And then with ultramarine and burnt umber, twirling it, and we can tops of these. You can add little flecks of branches or whatever if you want to, but don't overdo it. Just try and keep it fairly sort of abstract and not too detailed, but an abstract situation based on nature. So now the last sort of effect is, this is very strong here, and it's not a bad idea to either sponge it down a little bit or lose the detail in this sort of way. And it's just hinting at it through there. And what we can do then is to bring some more shadowy colour down over here, ultramarine, cadmium red. So it's just hinting at it.
She's developing into Bellavy's castle, she's doing.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
quite
Yeah,
spectacular.
When you think how it started.
Yeah.
And actually, if we have a little bit of cut mount, Jenny's the one who really sort of
Is it also this about getting the contrast?
Yes, that's right. Getting
It's fascinating.
it's meant as a background to like the bridge, or you can have a castle, or sort of just a house, or just some stronger trees, pathway going into it.
So you'd be tempted to put that as a background to that?
Yes. But you see, the other thing about that there is you've got this, but then you'd be bringing these other branches over it, you see, to lose
Yes,
other parts of it. So it wouldn't be that you're looking at it in isolation there, whereas in fact it wouldn't be in isolation in the finished work.
That's all
So
that is to
It's
it.
effectively layers built up.
Yes,
isn't it?
yes, that's right.
Very nice.
Different
Yeah.
colours. just-
And then when you've sort of got them all on, you sort of see, oh, that stands out too much.
Yeah.
So you subdue that little bit, either with that method or with a sponge or a glaze, that sort of thing. And this graduation of a wash across it is also a very useful thing, because it creates that sort of emerging light. If you've got the shadow coming in, it's sort of creating a sense of light that's sort of passing across the crack.
That's astonishing.
Right. Smashing.
Yeah, it's astonishing.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm so glad you did that one.
What is the most important?
Most important ones, number 1 rigger, number 4 sable brush, round brush, number 10 round brush,
I have that.
and a mop brush.
Yes, I have.
It's a squirrel mop. Yeah.
So this is number 4.
And number 4, yes, that's a very good, useful brush for detail.
Okay, thank you.